What we do here is go back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bumpa Boys channel. I know it's been a little while since our last video, but today we're here to discuss some recent news on the status of NHL 21. The news comes from an official press release from EA Vancouver addressing the state of NHL 21's development, as well as the team's plan for the game's announcement and official showcasing, which will come in late August. So let's take a look at this announcement and dissect the information that has been given to us directly. So first off, EA has fully acknowledged that their release window has been shifted later than they're usually accustomed to, and we're likely to see a release sometime in October. So, I myself, as well as others, have speculated that we could have seen a release as late as December, given EA's quarterly projections, but it sounds like EA Vancouver is simply eyeing October. So we're not going to see that large of a shift in regard to when the game is released. It'll be out roughly 1 month later than it generally is. Up next, and what is arguably the most significant piece of information to come from this press release, is the fact that NHL 21 will not be a next-generation launch title. So, over the past couple of months, there's been much speculation from a lot of NHL YouTubers that NHL 21 would indeed be on the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, and as it turns out, this isn't going to be the case. Now, I personally am not as upset about this, and I say that because of what they say in this press release, so let's take a look. Another thing we've seen questions around is next-gen consoles. For NHL 21, we've made the decision to focus on adding innovation and new features rather than the resource-heavy task of porting the game to new console technology. You'll still be able to play NHL 21 on the next-gen consoles through forward compatibility, but we are fully focused on launching NHL 21 on the Xbox One and PS4, and look forward to the opportunities the next-gen systems will bring in the future. For me, this is somewhat exciting, and I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because, man, I have been fucked over by this franchise and getting my hopes up in the past. But it is so refreshing to see a statement which acknowledges that they're focusing on giving the game more depth. They want to bring innovation and new features, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this could be me getting a little bit overexcited about things. A new feature for EA Vancouver's standard could be a facial recognition system which allows you to import your face into the game, which would be cool, but as a selling feature, maybe a little bit underwhelming. Nonetheless, it has my hopes up for seeing something along the lines of GM Connected, maybe be a GM in general with a little bit more depth, a live the life equivalent that we saw in NHL 14. Really, I don't want to speculate too much on what it could be. There's lots of potential, but I'm hoping for GM Connected. I really want to see GM Connected. Please, GM Connected. So another thing that EA touches base on is why they've pushed forward their release date into October, and from the sounds of it, it's just because of COVID complications. EA has been adjusting to working at home, EA Vancouver rather, and obviously that's implemented some unforeseen hurdles that they had to get over, but they assure us that they're still hard at work in bringing us the best game possible, so we'll see what that actually means, but I'm slightly optimistic, as you can tell by the tone of my voice here. So lastly, is the little cherry on top to this video, I just want to talk about something in regard to all this speculation surrounding NHL 21 being a next generation title. I actually wrote a script for a video about 3 weeks ago that kind of went over this, but I guess I didn't have the balls to actually post it, so I'm just gonna touch base on this here. At the time that I wrote the script for this video, EA Play had taken place about 4 days before, where Madden and FIFA 21 were revealed for the first time as next-generation titles. So, naturally, a lot of NHL fans were hopeful to see some kind of NHL announcement at EA Play, but that didn't end up happening, as it hasn't in the past before. After that press conference, EA Sports community manager, the Clapperton, did put out a tweet in which he stated they weren't revealing NHL 21 at that time, but they're getting closer to showcasing the great work that the EA Sports NHL team has been doing, blah blah blah. So the only thing that could be taken from that is that an announcement was coming soon, and it happened a little later than I was expecting, but here we are. So everything I wrote at that time was that I wasn't expecting NHL 21 to be a next generation title. It just didn't seem like it was going to happen. If they didn't announce it at EA Play, why would it be coming in the future? It would make sense for them to announce that trifecta of games as next generation titles. But what caused all this controversy in having people believe that NHL 21 was going to be a next generation title? There were several YouTubers big in the NHL community that came out and reported this news. So where did that come from? Go back to May 5th. On that day, GameSpot published a piece written by Eddie McCutch, which stated that FIFA, Madden, and NHL 21 would all be released on next generation consoles. This article got a lot of attention, with NHL YouTubers like Tactics HD picking up on the coverage. But just 2 days after that article was released on May 7th, the article was updated with McCooch writing, EA confirmed it's releasing Madden NFL 21 on the next generation of consoles, but it remains to be seen if FIFA 21 and NHL 21 also release on the systems. So obviously, FIFA 21 went on to be confirmed, but NHL 21 did not. And what happened here is McCooch had some shitty journalism practices and took some EA statement in this press release and completely stretched it and applied it to all three of these next generation sports titles for EA Sports. So it was a simple journalistic mistake. I don't want to rip into the guy too bad, but he fucked up and he gave some NHL YouTubers a little bit of something to play with, and they ran with it. And at the same time, maybe he was just trying to pull as much attention as he could in on his own article. That happens in the industry. But I just wanted to touch base on that because I was really flattered by my own journalism skills and predicting that I was right. But now it doesn't matter because I didn't have the balls to post it. So I'm not that brilliant, I guess. Nonetheless, thank you guys very much for watching. I'm sorry we haven't had any content in the last month or so. I've definitely slagged off with my production a little bit, but here's a little bit of something that's a little bit rougher than I like to run usually. I wasn't rolling with a script here for this video, but yeah, that's it. That's all. Please subscribe, follow our channel, and by the way, I have joined a NHL Legacy GM Connected League. That is right, NHL Legacy, ladies and gentlemen, on the PlayStation 3. The league itself is called the Beaver Lodge Hockey League, and they operate with 2 divisions of play. This is coming, 6 years after the game was released, 5 years after it was released. There is a strong community still playing this game that exists on the last generation of consoles because of GM Connected. We've got like 50 guys that are into it. I am currently in the 2nd division. I am rolling up the ranks. I'm trying to get that promotion by the end of the season, and maybe I'll post a little bit of content related to that in the coming days as well. Thank you guys very much. That's it. That's all.